All of the content contained in this webcast is for informational purposes only. The investments and strategies contained in this webcast may not be suitable for you. Please consult your own independent financial advisor before making any investment or trading decisions. Welcome back, traders. Second portion of our show, Market Movers. Got a nice pop off the unemployment number. S&P's hit 1367. Still looking for a test of that level during the day session. But if we really go into rally mode, the high of the move stands at 1371.75. Coming back on the downside as far as support, as long as we stay above this 1360.50 number, the market's good to go north. Moving on to our market movers, starting with Green Mountain Coffee here, trading down $9 in the pre-market. Starbucks, even though having a working relationship with Green Mountain Coffee, has decided to come out with its own version of a one-cup coffee maker. And this sent this stock on a wild ride in the pre-market from 62.40, hit a low at 46.90. Now, since it hit that 46.90, it's really been on a steady incline. The rebound after the 46.90 low was 55.18. But what I'm seeing here in the pre-market activity is there's a lot of consolidation at the $54 level. So let's call that a good swing area. If it can break above 54, look for it to recoup some of its ground. If it can hold this 54, should see some decent support down at the $50 level. 50.11 was a low on January 27th. And if this thing really goes into a sell-off mode, we have the 46.90 overnight session low, which I don't think will be reached. On the other hand, Starbucks is getting a lift from this news, even though I don't know directly how it's going to affect earnings, since they're not going to be rolling this new product out until the holiday season 2012. Starbucks did manage to make a new all-time high in the pre-market at 52.50. Pulled back, currently trading at 52.13. That 52.50 is really the only tradable number we have on the upside. Looking at the pre-market chart, I'd say we need to hold the 51.75 level in order to be poised to go up and test that pre-market high. Below that 51.70 level looms support at 50.75, which was yesterday's high. Moving on to our next market mover, a tech stock, Texas Instruments, and its mid-quarter update lowers guidance. Took a spill in the pre-market, got down to $31. Has rebounded since then, so I don't expect that 31 to be seen during the day session. After hitting that 31 low, it was able to bounce up right into yesterday's low and close at the 32.60 area. So I'm sure that it will be major resistance for this stock. Coming back on the downside, I see minor support at 31.66, and then the major support would come in at the pre-market low at $31. Moving on to our next market mover, Ann Taylor. From the news that I read, it really didn't look that good. Sales down 73%, but they seem to appease the street for the reasons that the sales were down, perhaps lower expectations for the next quarter. That stock did trade up in the pre-market as high as 26.45. Actually, it's trading higher than that right now. It is trading at 26.50. So you got to. I'm sorry, folks. Pre-market high in Ann Taylor was 27.28. So I will use that as resistance, as well as 27.53. We've pulled back since we've hit that level. We're currently trading at 26.50. So the fake out could be a breakout here. This stock could easily slip back into yesterday's range. Yesterday's low was the $26. Moving on to our final market mover, Molycorp is buying one of its competitors on the daily chart here. It's trying to form like a rounding bottom here again. Popped up in the pre-market. Pre-market high is currently at 28.20, right where it's trading now, above that 28.20 level. I expect to find some resistance at 28.81 as well as 29.65. Also, you got to imagine that if you can really go into rally mode, this $30 level will be major resistance too. As far as coming back on the downside, if this stock cannot hold the $27.50 level, I expect it to come back and trade into yesterday's range. The S&Ps seem to be losing a little bit of that luster from the unemployment number, drifting back towards settlement. So let's keep an eye on that number early in the session. That's our Market Mover show for today, folks, and I'll be back with you on Monday. Have a nice weekend.